and powerful Oz. I said come back tomorrow.
If you are really great and powerful, you keep your promises.
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creatures think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now.
Oh.
The great Oz has spoken.
Oh.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great Oz has spoken.
Who are you?
Oh, I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
You are? I don't believe you.
No, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard except me. You humbug! Yes, it's exactly so. I'm...
What this means, I can say anything now, right? What this means is the sons and daughters of the Jewish people are going to come back to our land, are going to nurse our ancient land and rebuild it. And this ancient Jewish prophecy is today's Israel reality. And it's a miracle that you've been so central and so part of it for so many years. So, Mr. President, today you and I, and you've been so generous with your time in these difficult days, you and I are going to write yet another chapter in the beautiful story of the friendship between our two nations, the United States of America and the Jewish and democratic state of Israel. Both of us who seek to do good and need to be strong, both of us who are a lighthouse in a very, very stormy world. Thank you, Mr. President. I look forward to working with you now and for many years forward. Thank you.
Well, thank you, and you give me credit, much of which should go to Barack Obama for making sure that we committed to the qualitative edge you would have relative to your friends in the region. So he's the one that deserves the credit.
Thank him as well.
Thank you very much, folks.
You just watched Newsmax TV.
See, Barack Obama. This was like August 27th. This was when this stuff was going on over there in Afghanistan. How much does President Biden, or Mr. Biden, he's not a president. This Mr. Biden was too busy to think about all those people being killed over there and how they're being trapped. God help those people. Because now, since Trump, when Trump was in, got their dictator, the guy Soleimani, they, while Biden had everybody leave, they left some military equipment. They left secret files of people, facial recognitions of people that helped, and the people, everything about the people. They did not get rid of these files like they were supposed to. And God knows how many people are left over there. All right, this here is supposedly Trump. Let's see. June 2020. Facebook pulls Trump's ad over Nazi symbol. Facebook on Thursday said it removed ads by President Donald Trump re-election campaign that contained a symbol used in the Nazi Germany or political prisoners. We don't allow symbols that represent our hateful organization or hateful ideologies unless they are put up with context condemnation. Facebook head of security policy, National Glitcher, said at a White House or at a House Intelligence Committee hearing. That's what we saw this case with this ad, and any more that symbol is used, we would take the same actions. And this is from Team Trump. This is I had to blow this baby up because I couldn't read it. But anyway, dangerous modes of far left groups are running through our streets and causing absolute mayhem. They are destroying our cities and rioting. It's an absolute madness. It's important that every American came together at a time like this to send a united message that we will not stand for their radical actions any longer. We're calling on you to make a public statement and add your name to stand with President Trump against Antifa. Please add your name immediately to stand with. See, and then it says see more. You don't see anything else. But right there is that stupid, supposedly Nazi symbol. I got news for him. Alright, let's go over here. We'll go there. Okay, we go up here a little bit. Let me show you a little bit of this Nazi symbolism here. Gotta go up a little far. There it is. See, this is Greek right here. This is Greek. All this stuff right here is Greek stuff. Okay, right there is, this is what they call the cross, iron cross. We all know the swastika. I hope we all do. Right here, this is Greek. And this is important to remember, Greek. And we're talking about Donald Trump having a Nazi symbol too, remember that. This is Greek. Greek. Down across again. This is these are S's, so it would be SS. Let's see, what do we have here? See right there, there's that star, represents, this is what they use as a Star of David in Israel. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, Superman. Nazi symbols. Psst. Some of these people are freaking, these are freaking crazy. To go down a little farther, we show you. Right there's another one. Right there's a Star of David. And who was he Biden talking to? There's this here is a strange Nazi symbol. And swastika stamped on British. See, this is a coin right here. I've also done this before because people don't believe it, but yeah, I was led to this stuff when I was doing Jonathan Clark. And this was well before any of this crap started. Couldn't figure out why, but I know now. It's because of the pure socialism that's happening in this country. See, there's the Facebook thing. That goes with the as above, so below. See, there's, if you put the other star and triangle in there, there's just so much of it. It's so crazy. People are freaking nuts. They come up with this neo-Nazi stuff when they don't even know what a neo-Nazi is. When they themselves are. Okay, here is dictionary.com. These are Greek letters. Okay, the name of the disease that's now appearing in everywhere is the Delta. The Delta, let's see. It's this little triangle here. This triangle that goes up. So it would embed into that other one that goes down. Right here. This is Delta symbol. Right here. This is what they're using for the new variants of the disease that's plaguing the world. That's the one they're using right here with the triangle. Remember that. Okay, we'll look at this one. Now there's a HOCN vices signal. This here is the Knights Templar. Knights Templar. Full name, the United Religious, Military, and Masonic Orders of the Temple and of St. John of Jerusalem, Palestine, Rhodes, and Malta, is a fraternal order affiliated with Freemasonry. Unlike the initial degrees conferred on or in a regular Masonic lodge, which in most regular Masonic jurisdictions only requires only require a belief in a supreme being, regardless of religious affiliation. The Knights Templar is one of several additional Masonic orders in which membership is open only to Freemasons who profess a belief in Christianity, and it's a big fat lie. One of the obligations entrants to the order are required to declare is to protect and defend the Christian faith. The word united in its full title indicates that more than one historical tradition and more than one actual order are jointly controlled within this system. The individual orders United within this system are principally the Knights of the Temple. Knights Templar, the Knights of Malta, the Knights of St. Paul, and only within the York Rite. The Knights of the Red Cross. Sound familiar? Red Cross? Like the Masonic Red Cross of Constantine, being inspired by the sacred military Constantinian Order of St. George and the Order of Malta, being inspired by the Sovereign Military Order of Malta. The Masonic Order of Knights Templar deserves its name from the medieval Catholic military order Knights Templar. However, it does not claim any direct lineal descent from the original Templar order. Catholic is important. Symbolism of Freemasonry, we already know that. Grand Conclave of England, administration, degrees of orders. Order of the Red Cross. The degrees of Knight Templar of St. Paul or Mediterranean House. That is a degree of Knight of Malta, Order of Malta. Right there's that. Look at that. What's that look like? The degree of Knights Templar, Order of the Temple. Degrees of the York Rite in the United States. Templar degrees in the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite. Templar themes in wider Freemasonry. I mean, and didn't know when I was in there, but became an ex-Mormon because of what they were doing to people. These people, just like the Mormons and just like the anybody that's involved with the that has Freemasonry lineage, they have this thing called shunning. And that's just what's going to happen. And I've heard people talk about it. I've heard the prepper talk about it. And that's kind of unusual because the guy is not quite into the stuff. But shunning is one of those things that these cults use. But, oh well, that's life. And here is it, Knights Templar. Looky at the... I'll show you your executioner in a minute. When I get done doing all this, this is going to be tough. FD, right there's the Iron Cross right there. It's German. So you talk about President Trump using the German symbol. Ha! When they deny what they really belong to. Right there. These are the executioners of the Freemasons. These are the ones that will cut your freaking head off. They stole something They stole from Jerusalem or Israel. And Israel is that's where the Noahide laws and all that stuff, the Talmud came about. Is why the Talmud is talking about, people are talking about them, but also these people here are the ones that stole from the Israel. And so now, because of these people right here, the Catholic Church with these Knights Templar, everybody Christian will die. But with these people too, we're in trouble. We are actually in trouble. Okay, this is satanic stuff. We don't like it, but we do it. Okay, there's the frickin' thing. See that? That one goes up, then, right? I want to show you something. There's the Jewish Star of David. See right here? This here is a Baphomet. He has women's breasts, and he's half animal. Probably he's all different kind, but he's kind of like a transhuman. There's some more. See right there, this iron cross, there's that star. All this stuff. I'll probably get this off of YouTube. They'll take it down, but I don't care. See right there. This is socialism. You have to remember who's running this country. This I've got a question I'm going to keep for another day. Tired of that one. Here is Nelson Nash Institute, part 2, the global lockstep scenario, the World Health Organization, Dr. Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, and the Rockefeller Foundation. Where's Bill Gates with down there at vaccines are not safety tested? Where's Bill Gates down there at the border, down there in south of the border, Mexico, in Guatemala at Tapachula, Mexico, where there's 120,000 migrants coming to the USA, and they are walking, and they're ready for blood. I'm telling you, you people, you're not opening your freaking eyes. You're just too worried about what this thing that they are sticking in the way, so you're not seeing the real picture. The Build Back Better agenda. Here's his Build Back Better agenda. Cut taxes, create jobs. Yeah, right. Create jobs, my butt. Okay, we'll get down some. Go up here, see. In the first days in office, President Joe Biden moved to dismantle a slew of Trump-era regulations and make sweeping measures to bolster the nation's CV response. The new president also ordered the establishment a variety of environmental protection and changes to immigration policy as he embarks on the first full work week as president, or as Mr. Biden is poised to continue scrapping a number of the Trump administration policies, including the controversial transgender military ban. Here's a roundup of the measures that the president has taken so far. Day one, memorandum freezing approval of rules passed in the final days of Trump presidency. According to Biden memorandum, all new and pending rules passed in the last days of Trump's tenure will be reviewed by Department of Agency heads. Yeah, right. Like Afghanistan, those debacle fools. Executive order rejoicing the Paris Agreement on climate change. Executive order to promote racial equity. Proclamation ending ban on U.S. entry from majority Muslim countries. Proclamation ending ban on U.S. entry from majority Muslim countries. Executive order requiring mask wearing on federal property. Executive order coordinating a government-wide CV response. Executive order revising immigration enforcement policies. Executive order undoing regulatory restrictions on federal agencies. Executive order incorporating undocumented immigrants into census. That means he wants to put them into the census without them even be documented. Executive order focusing on climate crisis and canceling the Keystone XL permit. Executive order banning discrimination on the basis of gender identity or sexual orientation. Memorandum revamping regulatory review. Executive order mandating ethics pledge for government appointees. Proclamation pulling funds from border wall. What are you stealing money for? Executive order, don't surprise me, the thief. Executive order pausing federal student loan payments. Memorandum reinstating deferred enforced departure for libertarians. Memorandum strengthening defend action for childhood arrivals. By you're frickin' joking in half. Day two. Executive order promoting CV safety in domestic and international travel. Executive order expanding access to CV treatments. Executive order promoting data-driven response to CV. Memorandum supporting states' use of National Guard in CV response. Executive order strengthening public health supply chain. Executive order establishing the CV Health Equity Task Force. Executive order supporting the reopening and continuing operation of schools, executive order promoting workplace safety amid the thing that's going on, executive order establishing CV pandemic testing board, Day 3, executive order expanding food assistance programs, executive order assisting veterans with debt, executive order guaranteeing unemployment insurance for workers who refuse work due to COVID-19, executive order establishing benefit delivery teams, executive order facilitating delivery of stimulus payments, executive order to address the CV economic relief, executive order empowering federal workers and contractors. Yeah, right. Executive order reversing transgender military ban. Proclamation reinstating CV travel restrictions. Executive order promoting Buy American agenda. Yeah, right. There ain't gonna be no American agenda. Day 7. Executive order calling for evaluation of Trump's housing policies. Executive order reaffirming commitment to tribunal sovereignty. Executive order denouncing anti-Asian discrimination and xenophobia. Day 8, executive order initiating plan to combat climate change. Memorandum on scientific integrity. Remember what we said about that fallen angel? Science. Executive order reestablishing Presidential Council on Science Technology. Day 9, executive order reinforcing Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. Memorandum expanding access to reproductive health care. Yeah, we know reproductive health care you want to do. And I think that's all. And there might be more. God only knows. I hope that's all of them because I can't take any more of this crap. This man here, like I say, this man here, these two are truly not supposed to be in the same room because he's a Catholic and he's the one supposedly that these people, Knights Templar, stole from years ago. These people want that stuff back. It's kind of like archives, but these are going to be the executioners right here. And he might not even be in here very long. I hope anyway, but the way everything's going, I don't know. And this man will not take any questions. And he said, how he can stand there when they're bringing the military men home that were killed without a conscience is beyond me. And anybody that still supports him, you know, this man, he says certain people are going to the pit. Well, he might end up there too. Him and all his little minions running around there in the White House. I have no doubt. But I will say that if I were you, I'd prepare, get what you need, and there's a lot of people down south that are coming this way. And then we got those people over there that are terrorists that have weapons that we had, that we produced and made. Airplane, the Hawk, I'm not even sure how to name it, but there's weapons over there that they've got now that were ours, that they left. Just, not the military's fault, this bumbling idiot. But, yeah, he thinks what do we have? He's doing this stuff on purpose, and you guys need to see it. So with that, I will say, just prepare and keep your head on a swivel and keep getting prepared, because this is going to get ugly before it gets better. So God bless you all, and sorry for the video, but I mean, if you only knew how much research and stuff, it just takes a lot out of you. Especially when you're fighting a good fight and trying to fight and fight, and people are freaking so blind they can't even see this. So God bless, and take care of yourself. Jesus loves you, and may God be with us.